Funny cars in the Thunder,
yeah, they're pretty good.
Noise.
Welcome back to Marlowe's Drag Racing coming at you, and isn't it great to see this guy back at Ravenswood Raceway in a brand new combination, a AA funny car.
Stuart Rowland, great to see you back at the track, and the car is very different this time. You've come back with a AA car. What's the reasons behind that?
Stuart, well, we've really come back just to change classes. We moved up from the iron block. We found that running the iron block was getting too costly. It was becoming unreliable. So we've gone to a purpose-built race engine to try and step the performances up, regain a national record of some sort. The double B record that we used to hold became too difficult, we felt, as time went by, and too costly to achieve. So we've moved into AA, hoping that the race engine will be more reliable, pretty much.
Perhaps just standing here, you can walk us through the car and tell us a little bit about what makes your car unique.
Well, our car is a TFX engine. It's a 526 cubic inch motor. It runs a set of Brad Anderson cylinder heads, which are a fat 3-cylinder head. Has a PSI supercharger on it, an early model one. That's restricted with the AA funny car rules with 90% overdrive. We have a Crowler 10-inch clutch in the car, which has 3 discs in the clutch. It also has a 3-speed Lenco, and obviously a diff post around a Ford 9-inch, and obviously 2 parachutes to stop the car, and hopefully some good forward disc brakes as well. Yeah.
Stuart, we saw the car run its first lap down the track, and it looked very, very nice. It was almost like the Stewie Rowland of old. How far will you step it up today?
Stuart, we've had a couple of problems today, but we've repaired those now. The first pass felt a little slow, but it turned out like a 680. We were pleased with that, you know, by a long shot for sure, and really we're looking at just trying to tidy the driving up. The driver was a little shabby. We were all over the track trying to get the shift points a bit better. We didn't rev the engine hard enough through the changes, so hopefully with a bit more RPM and a bit more accurately with the shift point, and just see what it really does run from there.
Stuart, a lot of people see the Nitro funny cars as being the ultimate step. Can you see that in your plans in the future, a long way off?
No, I don't think so, Stewie. We don't really have the financial resources to run Nitro. We're really at our limit here with this car now, and we'll stay in alcohol and maybe top alcohol at some stage in the future. But at this point, we're very happy to play at a local level, running AA funny car where we want to be, with a bit of reliability, some serviceability in the car, and some consistent times, and hopefully another Australian record. That's what we're ultimately trying to achieve.
Glenn Micros, welcome to Western Australia, Merry Christmas, and congratulations as the new Australian champion for Top Fuel.
Thank you very much, and I'm really an honor to be here today, and I have to thank the Joneses, especially Lloyd and Graham, for bringing me over here to help them run their funny car and stuff. But this is the second year in a row that I've won this, and this one I get to take home with me back to America to put on the mantle, so it's an extreme pleasure for me.
Glenn, you're the second American to come to Australia and to win a championship. Gary Densham performed before you. It must mean a lot to you to come so far and to go home as our champion, our Australian champion. I know we love it because it means you're taking part of our sport back to the United States. Are you asked many questions about our racing down here when you do get home?
Oh yeah, there's always questions. I mean, everybody thinks that if you go someplace else and it's easy. Well, it's not easy to get down any one of these racetracks. Each one of them is pretty tough. And I mean, the competitors, they got a little advantage on us most of the time, but they live over here. And I mean, they run it a lot more than we do. And any way you get it, anytime you get one of these things, it's hard to get and tough to get.
Well, we did say you performed very well on the East Coast. There's still one, I guess, performance barrier that no one has achieved here in Australia in a Top Fuel car, and that's 300 miles an hour. Would you like a chance to do that, to be the first in Australia to go 300?
Yeah, I would. I mean, we tried to do that last year quite a bit. And personally, myself, I already went 300 about a month ago in the United States in a funny car, so that was something, an achievement for myself that I was looking forward to doing. But doing it here would be, yeah, I'd love to do it here.
What's the secret to getting a 300-mile-an-hour pass? Is it a lot of traction to half track and then the top comes easy?
Yeah, it's, you have to have quite a bit of traction on the other end. Probably a lot of it has to do with how many race cars they have in the States, and they have so many of them go down the racetrack, it helps the other end of the racetrack. I mean, it's hard to do here, but just because they want to spin the tires down there so hard.
So if you've got John Force over here, black tracking ahead of you, you know you're going to go down fast behind him.
Yeah, but believe me, he'd have trouble here too.
Thank you very much, George. Glenn Micros receives his Australian National Drag Racing Association Gold Christmas tree to commemorate his Top Fuel Championship from the WA Divisional Director, George Bailey. And what a great racer he is. And a